Hello friends, myself Dr. V.N. Deshmukh, Associate Professor at Sudhakar Naik Institute of Pharmacy, Pusat. Friends, today we will study the isopreneur pathway. It is also called as the mevalonate pathway or the acetate pathway or acetate mevalonate pathway. This mevalonate pathway is an important metabolic pathway which plays a key role in multiple cellular processes by synthesizing sterol isoprenoids, non-sterol isoprenoids, and the other secondary metabolites. The mevalonate pathway performs several key functions with the cells and is an important central metabolite pathway in all higher eukaryotic cells. The key isomers dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate and isopentyl pyrophosphate are the product via the mevalonate pathway from the mevalonate and its subsequent phosphorylated metabolites. So friends, let us start with the mevalonate pathway or the isoprenoid pathway. So this mevalonate pathway, it continues, that is from the glycolysis, that is the glucose enters into the glycolysis and the end product of the glucose, it is the pyruvate. The pyruvate forms the acetyl coenzyme A and it will enter into the TCA cycle, and from the TCA cycle the citrate and the acetyl coenzyme A which are obtained and the acetyl coenzyme N, and it will enter into the mevalonate pathway. So in this case the hydroxymethyl coenzyme A formation takes place. From that the formation of the mevalonate, then phosphoenolate, then diphosphomevalonate, formation of the isopentyl pyrophosphate and dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate will take place, formation of the geranyl pyrophosphate, farnesyl pyrophosphate, geranyl pyrophosphate, and the formation of the protein phenylation will occur. From the farnesyl pyrophosphate, formation of the squalene epoxide, and ultimately the biosynthesis of the cholesterol will take place. So this occurs in the cytosol of the cell. This occurs in the cytosol, that is the mevalonate metabolism or mevalonate pathway occurs in the cytosol of the cells. The overview of this mevalonate pathway, that is the formation of the from C5 unit, the formation of the geranyl pyrophosphate takes place, that is C10 unit. From geranyl pyrophosphate the biosynthesis of the monoterpenes takes place, which is a C10 unit. Then in case of the geranyl pyrophosphate, again one molecule of the isopentyl pyrophosphate, that is C5, is added. A formation of the farnesyl pyrophosphate takes place, which is a C15 unit. From this the biosynthesis of the sesquiterpenes takes place, that is C15 unit. In this case of this farnesyl pyrophosphate, again one molecule of the isopentyl pyrophosphate is added. A formation of C20 unit takes place, that is called as the geranyl pyrophosphate, and the biosynthesis of the terpenes, that is the gibberellins, phytol, carotenoids, rubber, gutta, and the other units of the isopentyl pyrophosphate will get biosynthesized. Then from geranyl pyrophosphate, again the biosynthesis of diterpenes, polyterpenes, and tetraterpenes get biosynthesized. In case of the farnesyl pyrophosphate, again one molecule of the farnesyl pyrophosphate is added. A C30 unit compound is formed, which will lead to formation of the squalene, and from the squalene the biosynthesis of the triterpenes takes place. The squalene also acts as a precursor for the biosynthesis of the different steroids in the plants. So in this way the different isoprenoid units, they get increased with the 5 carbon alkane, and it will form the different precursors. In case of the isoprenoid pathway or the mevalonate pathway, and different terpenes, they get biosynthesized, such as the monoterpenes, sesquiterpenes, Diterpenes, polyterpenes and tetraterpenes, they get biosynthesized in plants. So isoprenoid, it is the class of the organic compounds and encompasses over 50,000 compounds. All structures in this class can be analyzed in terms of their isoprene unit, that is a 5-carbon alkane. The diverse class of the compounds includes the terpenes, steroids, cholesterol, vitamin A and D. Industrial uses, they are useful therapeutically, pharmaceutically, for as an flavoring agent, and in case of the perfume industries, they are used widely. Most of the higher order isoprenoids commercially available are isolated from the oils from the natural source. However, several simpler compounds such as some of the monoterpenes are synthetically produced, but maximally one have to depend on the plant source for these terpenes. The biosynthesis of all isoprenoids are derived from the two common precursors. They are the isopentyl pyrophosphate and another one is the dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate, and they forms the farnesyl pyrophosphate. From the farnesyl pyrophosphate, formation of the squalene takes place and it will lead to biosynthesis of the different terpenoids and the steroids. In nature, two distinct pathways are known. They are the mevalonate pathway and the non-mevalonate pathway. Mevalonate pathway is a well known and occurs in the eukaryotes and some gram-positive prokaryotes, whereas the deoxyxylulose 5-phosphate pathway, which is also called as the DXP pathway, or it is also called as the non-mevalonate pathway. By these two pathway, mevalonate and non-mevalonate pathway, the biosynthesis of the isoprenoid unit takes place. In case of the mevalonate pathway, the formation of the mevalonic acid takes place, so it is called as the mevalonate pathway, and in case of the non-mevalonate pathway, the formation of deoxyxylulose 5-phosphate takes place, so it is called as the DXP pathway. Here we will discuss regarding the mevalonate pathway. So the mevalonate pathway starts with the acetate, so it is also called as the acetate pathway or the acetate mevalonate pathway. So in this acetate, a coenzyme A synthetase is added, a formation of acetyl coenzyme A takes place. In case of this acetyl coenzyme A, again one molecule of the acetyl coenzyme A is added, a formation of acetoacetyl coenzyme A takes place. The enzyme, that is the acetoacetyl coenzyme A thiolase, catalyze the formation of acetyl coenzyme A to acetoacetyl coenzyme A. From the acetoacetyl coenzyme A, biosynthesis of the beta hydroxy beta methyl glutaryl coenzyme A takes place, and it is catalyzed by the enzyme hydroxy methyl glutaryl coenzyme A synthetase, which catalyze the formation of acetoacetyl coenzyme A to beta hydroxy beta methyl glutaryl coenzyme A. From this beta hydroxy beta methyl glutaryl coenzyme A, the formation of the mevalonic acid takes place. As this mevalonic acid is formed, this pathway, it is also called as the mevalonate pathway. The enzyme which catalyze this reaction, that is the hydroxy methyl glutaryl coenzyme A reductase. Here the coenzyme A is removed, and here the energy molecule in the form of NADPH2 it is used. Then from the mevalonic acid, the formation of 5-phosphomevalonic acid takes place. The formation of 5-phosphomevalonic acid takes place, and the enzyme which catalyzes this reaction, that is the mevalonate kinase. Here the ATP molecule it is used, and the formation of 5-phosphomevalonic acid takes place from the mevalonic acid. Then from the 5-phosphomevalonic acid, formation of 3-phosphomevalonic acid takes place. Here again the energy in the form of the ATP, it is used. The enzyme which catalyzes this reaction, it is the phosphomevalonate kinase. It is the phosphomevalonate kinase which converts the 5-phosphomevalonic acid to 5-pyrophospho 3-phosphomevalonic acid. Then from 5-phospho 3-phosphomevalonic acid, the formation of the 3-isopentyl pyrophosphate and its isomer, that is 3,3-dimethyl allyl pyrophosphates are formed. So formation of the 3-isopentyl pyrophosphate and 3,3-dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate takes place. The 3,3-dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate, it is the isomer of 3-isopentyl pyrophosphate. Both, that is the 3-isopentyl pyrophosphate and 3,3-dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate, it is a C5 unit and it is catalyzed by the enzyme, that is the mevalonate pyrophosphate decarboxylase. The enzyme which converts the 3-isopentyl pyrophosphate to 3,3-dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate is isopentyl pyrophosphate isomerase, and these isomers, they are formed. Then from 3,3-dipentyl pyrophosphate, one molecule of again isopentyl pyrophosphate or the 3,3-dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate is added. The formation of geranyl pyrophosphate, that is C10 unit, will form from the enzyme which catalyzes this reaction, that is the addition of the geranyl the formation of the geranyl pyrophosphate takes place with the addition of the isopentyl pyrophosphate. A formation of C10 unit takes place. From this geranyl pyrophosphate, formation of the farnesyl pyrophosphate takes place, in which the one again molecule of isopentyl pyrophosphate is added and it will form a C15 unit. In case of the farnesyl pyrophosphate, again one molecule of the isopentyl pyrophosphate is added and formation of the geranyl pyrophosphate takes place, which is a C20 unit. So in this way, at each time the isoprenoid unit is added in the C form and it will get increased. So it is called as the isopentyl the pathway. From C30 unit, the formation of the squalene takes place, that is again a C30 unit. A formation biosynthesis of the squalene takes place, and the basic structure, it is a steroidal moiety. Basic structure, it is a steroidal moiety. From the squalene, biosynthesis of the lanestrol takes place. Biosynthesis of the lanestrol. From the lanestrol, the biosynthesis of the cholesterol will take place further. So in this case, once the formation of the squalene will take place, from the squalene, the biosynthesis of pentacyclic triterpenoid will get biosynthesized, such as the beta amyrin. From squalene, biosynthesis of the cholesterol takes place. From the cholesterol, the biosynthesis of the tigogenin, the diogenin, jamogenin and sersapogenin will get biosynthesized. From the cholesterol, the 2022 dihydroxycholesterol get biosynthesized and the formation of the pregnenolone takes place. From the pregnenolone, the biosynthesis of the digitoxygenin, digoxinin, gitoxinin and the storsafidine will form again the biosynthesis of the scrilanin, sciliocidin and the helibregenin will get biosynthesized. So in this way, some of the secondary products are obtained from the squalene, or the secondary metabolites get obtained from the squalene. So in this way, the geranyl pyrophosphate forms the farnesyl pyrophosphate with the addition of the isopentyl pyrophosphate. From the geranyl pyrophosphate, biosynthesis of the moroterpenes, that is C10 unit takes place. From the farnesyl pyrophosphate, the biosynthesis of the sesquiterpenes takes place. Again, in case of this farnesyl pyrophosphate, one unit of the isopentyl pyrophosphate is added, C20 units of the geranyl pyrophosphate will form, and from this the biosynthesis of the gibberellins, phytol, carotenoids, rubber, gutta. On addition of the number of the units of the isoprenyl pyrophosphate, these different components, secondary metabolites, get biosynthesized again from the geranyl pyrophosphate. Biosynthesis of the diterpenes, polyterpenes, tetraterpenes get biosynthesized. In case of the farnesyl pyrophosphate, again 1 unit of the farnesyl pyrophosphate is added. The formation of 330 units intermediate components will take place, which will lead to formation of the squalane. From the squalane, triterpenes and the steroids get biosynthesized. So, by means of the isoprenoid pathway or the mevalonate pathway or the acetate pathway or the acetate mevalonate pathway, the biosynthesis of the monoterpenes, sesquiterpenes, diterpenes, polyterpenes and tetraterpenes get biosynthesized, from which the different components, secondary metabolites get biosynthesized in the plant. So, this is all about the isoprenoid pathway or the mevalonate pathway or the acetate pathway. Thank you very much.